Hello and welcome to the Sports on Pulse. I'm Gary L. Smith. It's that time of the year where we look at the transfers again. It's been a rather interesting January transfer window, atypical of what we know and what we see every year. And some have said it's because the World Cup is coming around and teams want to avoid the likely to inflate prices of the various players, by which time they would have gone to the World Cup and come back, or conversely, they don't want their players to have to see their values drop after the FIFA World Cup, which is why a lot of players are buying augmenting the quality of their squads at the moment. One such team is Manchester City. Even though some may say that they are working with the English Premier League, Pep Guardiola's side are hoping to add Alexis Sanchez to the squad. So that's the man, Alexis. He has been looking for a way out since the summer. It didn't happen, and he started the season not as many would expect him to be, but in recent games, he's done well to score a couple of goals. He scored a couple of goals in the last 3 games or so, and all the talk is that Pep still wants this man. 35 million has been mentioned, and the circumstances are a bit interesting. In studio with me, Selwyn Saki. Selwyn, first question, why would Pep want Alexis even with such a strong squad at his disposal?
Alexis' quality is evident. Everyone knows what Alexis does. He wears his heart on his sleeve, loves to play football every day, and that's what Pep wants from a player like him, and he wants him to give him his all. And he's worked with him at Barcelona before, so he's no new person to him. Alexis' quality is always an attack. He can dribble past men, he can help assist, he scores a lot of goals too. So with Pep Guardiola, with his team scoring a lot of goals, with teams defending against him, he would need Alexis Sanchez's drive to break in defenses.
The other question others may ask is, Alexis' contract at Arsenal will run down, meaning that, he wouldn't, there isn't much motivation to buy him for so much. I mean, you're looking at the example of Ross Barkley. He was bought for quite cheap by recent standards. Why would they fork out 35 million at least for him?
Well, at the moment, they have one of their main strikers, Gabriel Jesus, injured. So that could be one of the reasons why Alexis could be in there to slot in and get things, because there are a lot of tournaments that City are in. And then Guardiola said that he wants to win all. He wants to win the FA Cup, he wants to win the Carabao Cup. So at the moment, with no injuries, I mean, he would need Alexis Sanchez in there.
Okay, so you mean that is why the value has gone up. Arsenal will know that, there's pressure on Guardiola, or he's a bit desperate, if you like.
He's a bit desperate, and then Arsenal don't want him to go on the free in the summer too, so that'll be the reason.
That'll be the reason. They want to get a good value for him as well. Another transfer that seems to be gathering steam is Shakhtar Donetsk striker Fred joining Manchester City. Seems like you want to buy everybody.
Yeah, he wants to buy everybody. And Fred's quality is what he saw in the Champions League when they played Shakhtar. He was amazing, and alongside players like Tyson. But the Brazilian showed that ability that he has. He can link up with a lot of teams, and he knows how to hold on the ball. And that's what Pep Guardiola is looking for, players that can keep the ball for a long time. And Fred has got that quality to help his team.
So, augmenting the squad, probably if Alexis doesn't come, Fred will have to do, but they are not the same kind of player. Are they?
No, because Alexis is more of part of the front three, but
winger, striker, behind the striker.
But Fred is more of like a midfielder, joining central attacking midfield, and he's linked up with players like De Bruyne. He's a joy to watch.
He's a joy to watch. But even that, if that is the case, don't they have somebody like Bernardo Silva?
Well, that's what Guardiola is trying to do. He's trying to get a big squad. He said that he wants a squad of 32 at the moment, because the tournaments are a lot and his players are going to get...
The competitions are quite many,
Many, and his players are going to get fatigued, so he needs this quality all the time on his pitch.
Must be nice to have close to a blank check, doesn't it? But speaking of which, Thomas Lemar. He is a player who has been quoted by some of English football's biggest and best, including Arsenal. But Liverpool are also aching, apparently, to sign the Monaco man.
Well, yeah, Thomas Lemar has been linked with Arsenal from the summer. His quality is also evident. 75 million came in from Monaco. Arsenal couldn't match it at the moment, but Liverpool losing Coutinho. I think he's a bit of a perfect switch into that position, because Coutinho is that kind of midfielder, attacking midfielder, plays on the left side of the three in the midfield or in attack. Lemar is also a left-sided player who can also drive in and drive wide as a winger. Whatever you want him to do in helping the attack, Lemar's got that quality. He scores from long range. A lot of things that Coutinho's got, Lemar could bring also that in that.
In the last transfer window, Arsenal bid 90 million pounds. That was on the deadline day, the last moment for him, but they couldn't get him. Does this suppose that Lemar will now go for more than that, or just about?
Monaco could stretch Liverpool, because knowing that you've got enough money from Coutinho, they could also ask for theirs from Liverpool at the moment. And the way they value Lemar and a lot of players leaving Monaco last summer, they failing to bring in the same quality, I think they'll be a bit reluctant to let him go. So then definitely they'll look for the best price that will let him be away of their team. Right.
So other transfers that we should be looking out for, we understand that Real Madrid have almost agreed a deal with Mauro Icardi. Apparently the medical has even been done. He scored 18 in 20 this season, and definitely one of the top marksmen in Europe for Inter Milan, who started the season like a house on fire, but things have not gone so well for the Spalletti side so far. So that's the transfers for the moment. Thank you, Selwyn. And you can imagine there's so much going on. There's a transfer involving Newcastle, as well as some of the other Premier League and La Liga sides as well. We'll be doing all that. That will be later. My name is Gary L. Smith, and that's the spot for now.